7, the album by Nelly Furtado. Let's get into it. We have 14 tracks. One I've already listened to called Love Bites with Tuvelo and SG Lewis, or Tuvlo, as we call her in North America. And I'm assuming it's going to be a mix of like Spanish and English. And she also collaborated a lot with a Canadian songwriter called, named, I should say, Anjuli? Yeah. They had a big hit like a while ago, but there was like a big conflict between her and her label. And so anyway, she didn't make it as like, well, she almost made it as a recording artist to have a long career, but it fell through. I saw videos on social media that she helped Nelly with her 7th album, I think. How do you take requests? Actually, you can literally put them in the comments or the chat. I will note them down. There's a couple that I've noted. Eventually, I feel like the day that I start having a lot of requests, I might just open up a Discord channel and then people can like put it there so I don't lose track of them. But for now, like, you know, we're usually a couple people, like a handful of people during the streams and who comment my videos, so I'll note it down. I haven't played this yet, but I've heard good things. About the album 7? I'm curious. Or maybe another project. Just make sure that we're talking about the right thing. Love Bites was actually a good song, so I think the album should be fine. Anyway, let's get into it. Okay. There's definitely something interesting about the production of it. Like, there's something in the sound conception that I like, but there's something in the vocal mixing that I'm less fan of. Okay. And a fade out too. Huh. Ooh. Okay, hold on. Before we jump into Corazon, which is the Spanish single that she released. I think, I don't know if I would go back to it necessarily. In the context of the whole album, I wouldn't skip it. It's also the intro song. I don't expect usually a lot from intro songs. But like I said, there's something interesting about the beat and the production that I liked in terms of the there it felt like a dark dance club, but there's also something in the vocal production that I'm like, it felt a little dry. Like, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the terms when it comes to like vocal mixing. So dry would be the very natural sound that you get directly off the mic. A wet sound would be something that has a lot of effects applied to it. It felt like it was very like dry, like the exactly what we get on the mic. And usually there's a lot of treatment when it comes to sound. So I don't know, there was something about it, but I might have to listen to it on like obviously different platforms. I'm pretty sure I did mention at some point that it's important to listen to music on different sets of speakers, whether it's like your phone, your headphones, your car speakers, your TV, any audio system you have at home, because the mixing is different and the quality of the speakers makes it that like one speaker will have better highs and the other speaker will have better lows, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, I think that's, I'm going to have to test it out. There's something about the mixing that I wasn't sure about. And I mean, content-wise, it's okay. I mean, it's kind of like setting a mood of like this playing around with the love story. I guess love is probably going to be a major theme on this album, as usual when it comes to pop albums. So, yeah, I think that sums up my first song, or my reaction to the first song. Hold on. First time actually sitting down to fully listen to her. Really? I mean, she's such a Canadian icon. She had international success, and the album, was the album called Maneater? I don't remember. Hold on. Loose, that's the name of the album. That was quite the phenomenon. So many classics. But yeah, no, we're doing that today together. So welcome and have fun. It's pop, but it's not fully commercial sounding. It's different. Oh, yeah, no, I agree. It's a very, when it comes to radio stations, they usually say like top 40 or adult contemporary when it comes to sound. I don't have any like major stations that I can like, other than Canadian stations that I know of, that I can give as reference, but it's usually they're going to play like top 40 music. And so it's a younger, higher energy type of like voice that you would hear on the radio, and the music that would play is more like the hits. Whereas adult contemporary is a little more serious, a little more like a great artist actually that performs probably well on adult contemporary is Alessia Cara, if you're familiar with her. She's to me like this old soul in a young person's body, although we're practically, I think, the same age. But yeah, the music that she makes is very adult contemporary. The same way that, like, I don't know, Celine Dion would make music. Her last few albums sound very adult, like adult pop music. So I feel like that's what we're getting from her during this album as well. I feel sad Atlantic record doesn't promote Ava Max enough to be as famous. Okay, we'll get back. We'll get back to Ava Max. I'm going to listen to her song later tonight, and we'll have a whole conversation about it. Stay tuned. I'll do this right after the album. Oop, hold on.
Dropping the bass in the drum. Don't wanna feel under the gun. Rakata rakata rum. You can blame me like I'm dumb. I already know what I done. I've already been on the run. Don't wanna be under your thumb.
Okay.
Even when I'm down, I'm up. Don't turn it down, I'm turning up. Rakata rakata rum. Don't care when it closes, I'll leave when I'm done. All the girls with the mask with the curve, giving them things that they don't deserve. Rakata rakata rum.
I gotta say, I like the chorus kind of surprised me a little bit because the verses are so rhythmic and spoken more than sung, that I didn't expect that much of a soft melody for the chorus, and so that's kind of throwing me off a little bit, especially because I heard a lot of snippets of just like the verses in ads that I got in her content on social media, so I didn't expect that at all. But also, this reminds me of like there was an era after Loose was a major commercial hit, and then she went on to do other projects like Spirit Indestructible. This kind of reminds me of Spirit Indestructible a little bit. Rhythmic, yeah, mostly rhythmic. Not experimental, but like very stripped back, I feel. When it comes to production, sounding a lot more organic, more drum based, not necessarily like synth based. So I feel like it's still somehow familiar territory without necessarily being like exactly like going back to old music. For some crazy reason, her vocals in the beginning reminded me of Doja. Interesting. Oh, actually, that's not bad of an observation. I like it. It's true. It's kind of a sing-song rappy, and she has a rasp in it too, which sounds nice. Yeah, good point. Good point. Okay. Okay. I do want to say that I like the ad-libs in the back. Interesting. It feels very summery. It feels like we're going on a trip somewhere very hot. It really, I don't mind it. The song, like the song itself is okay. I don't mind it, but production wise, I felt like I was in the Bahamas for a second. I mean, thankfully, I felt that for a fraction of a second because it is raining and very gray here. And on top of it, Hurricane Helen, if I'm not mistaken, is making her way to shore, which the U.S. is like preparing for the worst. Apparently, it could be worse than Katrina. So I've heard. So, but we also usually get the remnants of that. Like last time, I forgot which hurricane hit, like about a month ago or like a month and a half. Yeah, a month and a half ago. And we had so much rain and there was floods everywhere here. So anyway, yeah, no, I don't mind it. It's catchy. I think this one is more of a grower. I'm not immediately like into it, but it's piqued my curiosity. Like I feel like I could like it. It might take some time before I get there though. I usually don't listen to Latin music, but I'm really liking the song. Hey, well, you know what? I'm happy that you're here. I'm happy that you're discovering this. This is fun, and this is, I think, you know, one thing that I feel like people don't consider enough is that obviously we all have opinions about music. We all have tastes. We all have preferences. We all have prior experiences that we've like connected emotionally to songs or sounds that you know, whether they sound nostalgic to us or they're connected to very specific like memories in our brains. The beauty of music is discovering, seeing artists living the music and through that kind of discovering new parts of ourselves and things that we like and don't like, and kind of helping us define ourselves through art and other people's work. So you know what? Enjoy. All right, next one. This one I liked. I actually really liked. S.G. Lewis and Tuvelo, yeah, is such a magnificent duo together.
And I can tell it from your mouth that you're real good at working with your mouth, and you're not really trying to fuck with my mind, and good at pretending that you could be mine. Yeah, I can tell it from your mouth that you got the devil in your eyes, so I'm not gonna waste all of my time on you. You should know that I can turn on a dime. I want your body on mine, boy, you're looking too fine. The way your love bites got me dreaming about that time. Left your mark on my mind, give me more of that kind. The way your love bites got me dreaming about you. Call me, go ahead now. Taste me, go ahead now.
It sounds like a sweaty dance club. It's the best way I can describe it. Just like a slow-mo like dance club.
And I can tell it from the signs you show that you just wanna put me on your wall. So we're gonna keep riding this whole wave, because I know it's written on each page.
Yeah, I really, you can probably tell I like it.
Taste me, go ahead now. Want me, go ahead now. Need me, go ahead now. S.G. Lewis, Toblo, calm me down.
There, whoa, hold on. Okay, hold on. There are two things that I want to say about this. First of all, I want to say that like S.G. Lewis and Tuvelo obviously have such a like strong synergy, especially I'm trying physically to say her name the right way, and it's a challenge. Tuvelo. I don't know why I keep hesitating before saying it. She has such a very strong like signature when it comes to like lyrical patterns and sound that like I thought at the beginning it was her single and not Nelly Furtado's. I thought it was like Nelly was featuring on the track. And then when I saw the album track listing, that's when I realized that no, it was actually a single for Nelly's album. So, I mean, that's the beauty of collaborating. You get to like play around with sounds and discover. And the other thing is, which at the same time I got a comment that was kind of matching, a chat message that was matching what I was thinking, which was, this sounds like 2010's pop. And it does. It actually reminds me of what she did with, at the time, Timbaland. After Loose and the era with like Maneater, hold on, I gotta go back to the songs that she has. On the album Loose, there was Maneater, Promiscuous, Say It Right, like all those, and so many that were produced with Timbaland. However, with Timbaland, she also collaborated on his songs including, hold on, let me, because I want to play a little bit just to compare side to side. Timbaland on Shock Value 1 and 2, which I happen to go back to once in a while because the music was so good back then. Let me just find. There's Give It To Me with Justin Timberlake, which I wonder if you guys remember.
I don't know what you're looking for.
Which actually now reminds me a bit of the other song that we heard before, Corazon. Like kind of rhythmic, drum based. Obviously it's a very different rhythm though, but like I just kept it in case it's not a bug. So that's like 2007. And there also is, hold on, let me find it. Nelly Furtado and So Shy, Morning After Dark. Which, the music back then was...
I'll be the same when it all goes up. I'll be the same when it all goes down. Let the first one open it up. I'll be the last one closing it out. Don't know if I give you a shot yet. Little mama, I'm beating your style. Do I think you're dope enough? Yep. One way of finding it out.
Anyway, I know I haven't played Nelly's part specifically in the song, but yeah, it reminds me of like some of the old stuff that was so good back then. Loki Slater vibes almost too. Okay, interesting. So Slater. I know who she is. I've listened to her last album, which might have been her first, I'm not sure. I recorded my reaction. Never got around to editing it. That's pretty much what happened to it. So I have in my possession a video of my reaction to that album that I never edited. I might, there's actually a few projects like that I never got around to editing simply because I ran out of time, and obviously I'm not paid by YouTube or anything, so this is not my full-time job. So I might just like chop up some parts and try to put together a video that I can put out that resembles, I guess, more of like a live stream format. So yeah, I'll maybe look into that. So I have listened to Slater, and this actually does remind me a little bit of Slater too. A little bit. I hear it. It's like this with Latin American switch. Yeah. It's, I don't know, there's something, we're playing with sound. Like, that's my only concern in terms of album. I like albums that are cohesive when it comes to sound, so I don't know how much we're going to get of that in the album, or if it's going to be a collection of different sounds. But she's definitely kind of like borrowing from previous successes and like taking a few things, elements, sounds from that and kind of modernizing it a little bit. All right, I will not say that album title because I'm trying not to swear on my channel, but I remember having quite the experience with the album. It's been a minute since I've heard it, so I would have actually to listen to it again. So stay tuned maybe for that. That might be something. All right. Let's go back to the album. Where were we? Better for Worse.
I remember when you said I was the prettiest girl you've ever seen. Remember when you said that I was a girl who loved your dreams.
Oh, interesting. I feel like we haven't heard many like low notes like that, or like a deeper singing.
Sacrifice everything. There ain't no sacrifice in your eyes. It's just empty. There ain't no righteousness in your skies. You just use me. I wish I didn't care.
Okay.
Sacrifice. It's so amazing. You fucking play me.
Better for us.
This kind of reminds me of Pink Print, Pink Print by Nicki Minaj a little bit, like production-wise. Yeah, a little bit.
I decided I don't want you around, that I didn't want it anymore. I walked out the door, right to the other floor. No elevator, you can't get me high again. You can pretend to be my friend. I know you're not right in the head, right in the head. There ain't no sacrifice in your eyes, it's just empty. There ain't no righteousness in your skies, you just use me.
I wonder who this song's about. Because that's very intense. It's very strong feelings, like negative feelings towards that person.
It's so amazing. You fucking play me.
Better for us.
Fucking play me.
Better for us.
Fucking play me.
But I'm crazy about you. But I ain't better without you. But I'm crazy about you. Yeah, I can't live without you. Maybe you're better without me. No, I am better without you. You know I'm crazy about you. But I can't live without you. Maybe you're better without me. But I ain't better without you.
Better off for worse. We put in the work. We put in the work. You really love me.
Okay. I mean, I don't think it's going to be my favorite. Generally speaking, I appreciate a little dabbing into the R&B world. And the production definitely felt like it. But I don't know, there was something about the sung melody that I guess I didn't connect with as much. I'd have a slow song this early on after such a high, like a very fast-paced and high-energy song. I think it's going to be that type of album that's kind of a little bit scattered, like in different places. But I can just imagine, like, in my brain of mine, just, you know, taking a bath, a couple of candles, and just playing that in the background and purely relaxing and just, like, closing my eyes and to the steam of the bath. I feel like it's that type of energy of just, like, completely, like, relaxing, letting go of what doesn't serve you, and taking care of oneself. Yeah, that's 100% how I feel listening to this, even though the song lyrics mean something completely different. All right, I can hear Camila and her collabing. Actually, yeah, that would actually really be interesting. I think it would definitely be a win-win if for some reason they could, like, do something very, like, man-eater style, promiscuous style. I mean, granted, I feel like Camila did maybe sort of touch upon that sound a little bit in her past projects, but it could be very, very interesting. I love that. I love that idea. I like this, but I would have to like this rap to be, agreed. It almost like, I feel like it wasn't a full feature. It was a very quick part, not a lot of it. I feel like the song could have used a little more presence on that feature, maybe. Yeah. But like I said, I would definitely listen to this while taking a bath. Okay, now we're going dance and almost disco.
Believe in honesty, a little bit of honesty.
Okay.
Don't pull the trigger till the energy is just right. Gotta be just slow enough. Gotta breathe, not too fast. Gotta be
Ooh.
just slow enough. Why don't we step back? Believe in honesty. A little bit of honesty is always in my recipe. And you.
Ooh, the production. I like.
But what I want from me is to make sure I get it just right this time. We're next in line. Let's take our time. Don't pull the trigger till the energy is just right. You're fine. I don't really wanna waste your time. Go so fast that we get too high. Your
Ooh.
eyes really make me wanna change my mind. Go so fast that we get too high. Believe in honesty, a little bit of honesty is always in my recipe. And you've been a good sign for me. But what I want from me is to make sure we get it just right this time. Believe in honesty, a little bit of honesty is always in my recipe. And you've been a good sign for me. But what I want from me is to make sure we get it just right this time.
Okay. All right. I got a few notes for this one. I like the production. It's a disco. It's fast paced, but it's not overly busy, which I like. There's something a bit like something to it that's kind of simple, that is very like. Actually, reminds me a lot of Carly Rae Jepsen's last album that I reacted to. I forgot the title though, but it's kind of like a little bit psychedelic. I want to say, just a tad bit, psychedelic pop, dance pop in that realm. Now, I like the verses. I especially like when she sang in falsetto. I feel like the rhythm of those lines were really, really nice. I'm just not a big fan of the main piece of the song, which is the chorus. Actually, I believe in honesty. A little bit of honesty is always in my recipe. You've been a good sign for me. But what I want for me is to make sure that I get it just right this time. There's something about it that isn't as catchy as I'd like it to be. And also, I wouldn't have called the song Honesty. I feel like the catchy part, that the hook part that actually worked for me was like the slow enough part. Like, gotta be slow enough, gotta breathe, not too fast, gotta be slow enough. Why don't we stay focused? That part was actually really the best part for me when it comes to the chorus. The honesty part is one that I'm like, I would have appreciated something a little bit different. But yeah, the part that she sang in falsetto, that's I think what made the song for me. That's really when I was like, okay, now I can say that I like it. I don't love it, but I like it. So, yeah, I think that's. I'm definitely gonna go back to this song. I feel like there's potential, and it's gonna grow on me over time. There's just like that honesty part that I'm like, it falls just a little bit short for me. I didn't think of that, but I hear it. I mean, if you stick around and you watch other like streams, reactions, name it, any of my videos, that's usually the comment that I like to make. It's not so much of saying, hey, it's bad or I don't like it. It's, hey, what could have been done to improve it, to make it different, to make it, to deepen the vision for it. I mean, there's so many things that music can do and like so many directions we can take, even though technically one octave is only 12 notes. So yeah, I like to share what I don't know, if I were to have been on this project, what I would have suggested as like a label or as a collaborator on the album. For my personal preference, is for the verses to be rhythmic and the choruses to be slower. Ooh, that is an interesting approach. And there's a lot of songs that I like that are like that. They're built like that. It feels like kind of like building this energy throughout the verse, and then all of a sudden kind of let go during the chorus, and then you kind of build up again. It's a very interesting dynamic. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna go back to it. I'm gonna go back to Honesty.
I like this. I like this. Floodgate open up the well, and it's
Okay, hold on. Before we go any further, we are really hitting every single sound in the discography or in the world of music. I feel like we've done it all. Or at least we're going to do it all by the end of the album. That we're really hitting every single mark and sound in the book.
I'm in the front seat, love running all over me. Just let me see you. We're supposed to be in LA this week. Floodgate, open up the well, full throttle, bad love in the front seat, back seat, like it's champagne dripping all over me. Let's just see, let's just see, let's just see. We had the time, yeah, that was it last week. You've been around, coming around me. We've been feeling face up, can't deny it, I can't deny it. All the way I'm loving your way. Ooh, ooh, I'm tripping on the first taste. Feel like you're so there for me, so what you say now? Are you really down? No, are you really down for me? Guess I'll wait and see the next time that I see you. Floodgate, open up the well, full throttle, maybe love in the front seat, run it all over me, yeah, yeah. Just let me see. You ain't even supposed to be in LA this week, but I came here anyways to see if it's real. Speed as we open up the whip, and we reach the top. Wait for it, you already know. You already know. You already know. Oh, oh.
Yeah, well, I think that's one that I can confidently say I'm probably not gonna go back to. I felt a little bit like a demo, actually. Obviously, it's mixed and mastered, but yeah, it just felt a little like incomplete, like very saying things just to see what sticks in terms of melody. I'm not a big fan of it. It has very specific references, obviously, to like experiences with a person, but there's something in the not the incongruence, but like the something about the song pattern that's kind of a little bit all over the place, and it's doesn't make me want to like. I think it's busy. Okay, let me say it this way. It's busy because it feels like the lines are like one after another and they don't stop. So I don't feel like it doesn't have enough space for me to want more. It doesn't end on a cliffhanger somewhere that kind of drives my interest, or it doesn't give me a space to breathe, to really like take in everything. I feel like it's yeah. I'm not a big fan of that one. It could have been something. It could have been, but like it's really I don't understand quite what about the song specifically made them want to put it out. Even though that might sound a little harsh, but yeah, it's one that I'm like, not for me, for sure. I hate comparing, but I really hear Casey Musgraves with the country sound. That's true. That's very true. Just in the beginning. I was thinking that too, yeah. Great minds think alike. You know what? It's so fun to. I mean, I'm repeating myself ever since the first stream, but it's so fun to react with other people at the same time, and like, exchanging comments and sharing our perspectives, because sometimes we see something that other people don't see, and that's one type of experience. And then sometimes we like all see the same thing, so we're like, oh, we're not crazy, huh? So anyway, all this to say, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Yeah, not feeling it. Yeah, no, not this one. Not this one. Oops. All right. Crown. And now we're hitting lo-fi. We're really hitting every single sound. Oh. Okay. I know we're like, I don't like to compare too much artists to one another, but this now sounds like Tinashe. Every track, I feel like we're drawing from a different thing, and it sounds like, obviously, like it's hard to reinvent the wheel, to reinvent music, and this is why we use so many samples nowadays. But yeah, just the beginning and the falsetto like that, the beat, it really reminded me of Tinashe. Ooh, I like that. I really like it. I actually really like it.
All I need, all this time that we spent slowing it down. Oh, you the queen and you deserve your crown. Time for me to stop playing. I can never rest if you wanna go, you got it. I made a mistake, I come back and I say sorry. I'ma stay awake, we gon' finish what we started. And if your heart breaks, I'ma fix it all tomorrow.
I'm really vibing to it.
So much left for us. And even if the rain and hell falls down, I'm here for us.
I wish I didn't give it all away. Now you wish there was something I say it for me. Wish I didn't take it all away. Take it all away. White lies, I cry inside. When you look at me with those eyes. When you look at me with those eyes. God knows they left to hide. When you look at me with those eyes. When you look at me with those eyes.
That actually really works well. I actually really like it. The two references that I have in my brain are Tinashe, like I said, who I love. I've reacted to 2 EPs on this channel, and I really appreciate her work. I thought 333 was such a great album, and what she put out after was great as well. And it also reminds me more on the production side of the song and the feature a little bit of Khalid. It feels like a song that we might have heard on Free Spirit. So, and actually, Khalid has a new album that I still have to react to as well. I swear, one day I'm just going to do a 12-hour stream, back-to-back album, catching up on music. Yeah, it just felt a blend of Tinashe and Khalid together. And I really, really like it. I like R&B music, and it worked so well. And it also, like, in between the lines, they were more symmetrical, and there was more space to breathe. It worked. This one worked. I'm actually kind of surprised, because within the first few seconds, I wasn't sure about it, and then it worked. All right, I hear it. Okay, this collab makes sense and adds to the song. It actually does. I agree. Absolutely, it really, really does. So yeah, kind of a bit of a surprise. A really fun and great surprise, but definitely a surprise. All right.
It's funny how we stand in the fire, thinking that we won't get burned. Can't say no to desire, even when we know we'll get hurt. Started with reluctance, I landed right in your lap. Then I tried
With
to
the
forget
soulful keys, we're hitting another mark.
everything's disrupted. Can't remember the last time I laughed like that. It all comes back.
Ooh, the harmonies.
It all comes back.
I just need a whole choir behind it.
All comes back. It all comes
It almost sounds like a movie soundtrack a little bit.
Funny how we run to the danger, like we got a lesson to learn, and we don't think we deserve it. When happiness is served, started with reluctance, I landed right in your lap. Then I tried to forget all of the warmth in your hands. Now everything's disrupted. Can't remember the last time I laughed like that. It all comes back. It all comes back. It all comes back. It all comes back, back. If I leave you now and walk away, I'll be okay. But I'm human and I wanna ride out the whole thing.
Tell me what's the point of choosing anyway, choosing to go or stay.
It all comes back. I pretend I don't want you. It all comes back, knowing that I do. It all comes back, you know that I need you. It all comes back.
Okay. Okay. I actually like it. Maybe not one of my top songs ever, obviously, but I actually like the vibe of it. The feature was definitely not long enough. I have no idea who Charlotte Day Wilson is, but her voice was beautiful, and I would have definitely taken more of it on the track. There was an like a soulful element to it. Like I'm telling you, we're hitting all the tropes. We're really going through the whole like world of music, and we're making sure every genre. Inclusivity is the theme of the album. Sonic inclusivity. We're just like making sure everybody's present at the party. But yeah, no, I feel like it's a good track. I think it fits on the album. I like how it sounds. I saw your comment saying movie soundtrack material for sure, though I would like the production to have more and to change. I do agree. It could have been great to have a more dramatic ending and really kind of build up to something. Hence why I kind of mentioned the choir element, which I think the song would have benefited from a choir towards the end of having that aha moment. But as a track, like, I really didn't mind it. I would definitely go back to listen to it, especially in the context of the album. Yeah. Yeah. But I'm still, like, very wildly surprised at how large we're hitting in terms of, like, sound on this album. Or at least for the vocals to be more stacked and maybe some runs in the back. Agreed. More stacked, huh? Feels like you might know a thing or two about music. Let me know if I'm correct. If you know a little bit about music production. Just a feeling, just a hunch. Next one, Save Your Breath.
This is a community recording.
How many days since I seen your face? How many nights since I cried on the sidewalk? How many times did I save your life? How many ways did you throw me under the bus? I don't miss you no more. I don't wait for your call. I don't want us to fall. More and more and more. Make life so hard for me. Cause me stress. You are such bad company. Nothing's left. You keep trying to talk to me. Save your breath. Save your breath.
And we're getting elements of synth in back.
Save your breath.
Huh.
How many times did I save your life? How many ways did you throw me under the bus? How many? I don't miss you no more. I don't wait for your call. I don't want us to fall. More and more and more. Make life so hard for me. Cause me stress. You are such bad company. Nothing's left. You keep trying to talk to me. Save your breath. Save your breath. Save your breath. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da, William, da-da-da-da.
Je dis à ma genou, pas comme faut place là. Pour moi, moi, des pardons, pas comme faut grâce là. L'homme beauté n'en fout pas gagnant, yon pas qu'à faire face là. Mais tout, même côté, ouais, c'est Goliath là. Depuis où vient la foi, pas besoin de ou mais si c'est moi dit ou après pas guérir. Hey, hey, c'est ça Jésus qui bon. Hey, hey, vérité pas caché.
All these already told you, so I don't have to say it. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate you. Let's sweep out the dust from these streets.
I just realized that I'm on stream. I forgot that I was recording for a second, and I was very silent. Okay, I'm gonna say this. It's not my favorite song, but I feel like this is a song that has the most personality to it. There's something really alive about the song, which I like. Sonically, it's not necessarily up my alley. I don't think I'd go back to it, but there's something that feels alive about the song more than the other ones so far. It's a really strange feeling to explain. It's like I don't mind the song. It's also sounding a little bit like movie soundtrack-ish, but there's something bigger than music that's happening in this track, and I can't quite put my finger on it. I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, it's a weird feeling. Hold on. Okay, so I don't, just what I've learned. I watch producers and I've had an interest in music for a while. You know, that's the way it starts. That is definitely the way it starts. Doesn't this sound a little bluesy? It does. It actually does. We're really, really hitting a lot of check marks here, which is, you know, tricky to work with in an album because you can sound more like scattered and all over the place than consistent. And at that moment, it sounds more like a collection of different songs and not necessarily an album that was put together like intentionally. So it's kind of a very dangerous territory to be that diverse and sound on one album. Maybe Jamaican as well. Yeah, a little bit. It's fun. I think I may come back to it. Ah, I mean, yeah, there's something about it that's kind of mystifying. Like I said, I can't quite put my finger on it, but I don't know. Interesting. That was really interesting. And quite a few collaborators on that track as well. Willian, 108, Charmy, and Deborah Johnson. All right, let's move on to the next one. I'm curious to see where this goes.
Plastic dreams and paper houses.
Wow.
Say I'm afraid. Your mouth keeps moving, lips keep talking, but I don't hear a thing. Just like that, now I don't hear a thing.
Now we're like in synthwave, synth pop.
Same old, same refrain. You slept on it, I woke up. Diamond rings and pixie dust. Can't nobody buy my love. I woke up for me and I got ready for myself. I got ready for myself. And not for anybody else. I got ready for myself.
Okay.
Happy hours and broken bodies spilling down the street. Traffic noise and screaming highways, but I don't hear a thing. Just like that, now I don't hear a thing. Just like that, the same old, same refrain. You slept on it, I woke up. Diamond rings and pixie dust. Can't nobody buy my love. I woke up for me and I got ready for myself. I got ready for myself.
I feel like whatever momentum that we get kind of falls in the chorus. It kind of builds up and then kind of dips a little bit.
You slept on it, I woke up. Diamond rings and pixie dust. Can't nobody buy my love. I woke up for me and I got ready for myself. I'm looking good, It's all for me, baby. Just like I should, yeah. It's all for me and I got ready for myself. I got ready for myself. And not for anybody else. I got ready for myself. Sun shines on me and I got ready for myself. You slept on it, I woke up. Diamond rings and pixie dust. Can't nobody buy my love. I woke up for me and I got ready for myself.
I don't think it did it for me. And it's a sound that I usually really like, but I think I've heard so much material from that sound that like I allow myself to be very picky about it. I didn't connect with it. There was something about it, like, and there wasn't momentum, there wasn't build up. The energy was like, it was relatively high, but stagnant the whole time. It was missing a bit of dynamics, I feel, to it. Yeah, I don't know. Didn't do it for me, I think. However, I'm gonna read the chat now to divert from this. I didn't hate it, but there's something a little Eurovision semifinal about it. If you're talking about the previous one, and even this one to a certain extent, this feels like who was the singer that broke the record? Was it 2 years ago with the longest note ever? Was it the singer from Malta, the blonde lady? Anyway, kind of reminded me of that a little bit. Sabrina Carpenter has older songs with this type of vibe. True. Very true. And I feel, even technically the last album, take this track, slow it down a little bit, and it sort of gives a feeling, production-wise, not singing-wise, but production-wise, a little bit of a feeling that reminds me of Please, 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 like the synth-based. Yeah. A little bit. Not much, though. Oh, hold on. Where was I? I've never gotten into Eurovision thing, so I would know. You know what? Interesting. I've been meaning to, for the past 2 years, react to Eurovision. There was a time where, 2 years ago, I tried to do it, but I think I didn't even watch it. I don't know what happened around the time of May. But so that was last year, and this year I only saw the final, and I think I wanted to record, but things were getting really, really intense at work, so I kind of decided not to do that. And eventually I'll get to it. I'll get to it. I promise. I will react to Eurovision at some point, sometime, one day. I don't think I can do it with like live streams because like last time I tried to use content, I would have to test it maybe and just like record a part of like an older version of Eurovision, or not, like another year before, and then see if like YouTube detects it. But anyway, one day I'll try to react to Eurovision on the channel. Just something a little obscure, shall we say, which isn't a bad thing. Like the instrument, but the song isn't for me. Bluesy vibe as well. The bass was good, but there was something incomplete about the production. I felt like there was a lot of repetition in the production, and it didn't, like I said, it didn't create the dynamic that I was looking for out of a synth pop, synth wave production. So, I don't know. Kind of a miss for me for that one. Oh wait, did I skip one? Yeah, I had skipped.
From the top, I guess. I got married in Las Vegas. Vegas.
Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. This actually reminds me of Loose a lot. Oops. Yeah, there's something definitely catchy about it. Well, catchy, reminding me of what she used to do at the time, and the production is really interesting. It's kind of a little bit more rough, a little darker. I liked it. It's not at the top of my list yet, but I'd be curious to go back to it and listen to it again. I didn't mind it. There was something about the sung part that I would have reworked a little bit to be a little more catchy and feel more complete. But production wise, that was definitely interesting. And actually, it does remind me a lot of a song by, and you might like her music if you like this, Hayley Kiyoko. She is an American singer, and she has released 2 different albums, but she also released songs that were used actually in, what was it? In Loki, the series on Marvel. There was a song called Demons, I think it was. Let me play it. Yeah. Obviously, it feels a little more slowed down. But the synth reminds me of it. So, that project, and also maybe from her last album. Hold on a minute. Maybe. No. Wait. I mean, if you like the sound, I would suggest looking into Hayley Kiyoko. I recommend her as an artist. I like her projects. Yeah, definitely there was something about the production on the track. How's it called? I forgot the last track that we listened to. Fantasy. That was really interesting. I was wondering if she was sampling herself. Yeah. Easily my favorite so far. Nice. I'm here for the production. Need time for the melody. Yeah, same thing. The production is really interesting. It's something about the lyrics and the song part that I'm a little bit. I really like Expectations. Oh, so you know Hayley, but everything after wasn't really doing it. Ah, interesting. I mean, Expectations was really a great project, and what she did release after are tracks that I had to go back to. With time, they kind of grew well. So there are definitely tracks that I like from after Expectations. Didn't she collab with Kalani? Yeah, she did actually on Expectations. For, since we're all together and this is live and we can do whatever we want except videos because that's going to block me. I'm just going to go play the song that she did with Kalani from Expectations, which was What I Need.
All the back and forth getting complicated. Running me around got me frustrated.
Yeah, that was a song with Kalani.
That's why I've been laying low. If you wanna make it work, baby, gotta say it. Need a little more than participation. Oh, I could go behind my own.
Let me just play the chorus and then I'll get back to Nelly.
No, I can't fix you, I won't diss you, but babe, yeah, might miss you. If you're cold and needed shelter, I'd hold you, but not switching, no, we're not together, but babe, I won't forget you. What I need is for you to be sure, no, for you to be sure, no, for you to be sure, no. What I need is to tell me that it shows, no. And who you do it for, no. You to be sure, no.
All right, I'm gonna stop it before I distract myself and I go too much in depth with her music. Love the song. I love it too. It's honestly one of my favorites from Expectations and probably one of my favorites from her discography as a whole. That was a great song. And now the funny thing now that I'm thinking is, so after the live stream, my video detects all the copyrighted content, and so it literally lists all the songs that I play in the live stream. So this could be interesting because I'm gonna have Nelly and then some like random songs in the middle of it. All right, Better Than Ever. We're getting a ballad.
You made me hurt times 10. The pain was at 11. Crossed my heart, hope to die a million times. Thought I wouldn't come back. Remember who I am. Look at me, I'm still standing. There was a time when I thought I had you, but you weren't even mine. Cried so much I forgot how to cry, but I gave it time, I gave it some time. Now I'm better than ever, 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 better than ever. You made me hurt times 10, the pain was at 11. Crossed my heart, hope to die a million times. You made me what I am. I was me before that. Had to go deep for answers. There was a time that I thought I had you, but you weren't even mine. Cried so much I forgot how to cry, but I needed time, so I took that time. And now I'm better than ever, better than ever. Change your weather, but you made me treasure. And we're not together. All of this pain, I went halfway insane, but I learned from the pain, pull myself back together. I'm better than ever, not forever, but I'm better than ever. I'm better than ever. I'm better than ever.
Okay. First thing that I would have changed about the song, and I'm gonna, let me say that again. I'm gonna jump directly into my thoughts about the production. I would not have had the drums in it. I feel like the song would have been more powerful had it remained piano strings, and maybe chorus at the end with lots of harmonies, and have a crescendo when it comes to like volume and energy towards the end, or presence. I mean, vocal presence. I feel like I was really getting into it, and then the drum took me out of it, because it felt more like slow labor than it felt like a dramatic song. It would have felt more dramatic had we stuck to like a traditional ballad. There's something that I just lost it when the drums kicked in at the first chorus. But in itself, I actually don't mind the melody. There was something about it that was interesting. There was something about the performance that was interesting. It's just that the musical production side that to me, I didn't quite click with it. Yeah. Yeah, it felt like a ballad from like 2012, 2013. I would have really appreciated at this point in the album to have a very dramatic, big, emotional moment. Or, alternatively, it could potentially have opened the album. It's weird to say. It's really random. But I feel like Better Than Ever in its message is kind of saying, like, obviously, I've let go. I'm better than before, better than ever. But it could have been foreshadowing at the beginning of the album for the end of the album. And then we kind of go in the storyline of what happened to get there. It could have worked that way as well. Because imagine, like, getting this very dramatic opening and then jumping into, like, dance tracks. That could have been really something interesting. All right, chat. Oh my God, I'm getting Sorry, I got interrupted by messages from work. No, I will answer those later. All right. The rhythm, melody, and vocals are perfect. Strings, no, I'm assuming no has to do with what I was saying. Needed to be longer and with more strings. I agree with that. Oh my God, I was thinking the same. Maybe live will be different. Okay, hold on. I'm confused now. We were thinking the same regarding which point? And yeah, definitely live could be very interesting. I feel like it's really an emotional moment. It's a very crucial part of the album. You know, as a storyline, because obviously this album has to do with a relationship, or it seems like she went through a relationship that really wasn't great for her, and she broke it off, and now she's better than ever. So it's kind of one of the core messages that we find in this album, that aha moment, which is important. So yeah, I would have definitely put more emphasis into the drama of it. For a second, I thought we were going country. What is happening?
You don't really have to play any games. You don't even have to know what I like. Just take me down like 20/20 vision when I see into your eyes. Looking for an energy to elevate my life. I don't need permission to keep dancing in the light tonight. I'm alive. Take me down, take me for a ride. Take me down, take me for the
Okay.
Take me down, take me for a ride. Take me down, take me down. No need to take it slow. Don't wanna stop, yeah, let's just go.
You know what? I'm gonna pause it here. I like the verses, but the choruses kind of let me down a little bit. I was really waiting for this like banger of a chorus. The verses were getting there, and it kind of fell flat a little bit. A little bit.
Chasing gold, let's keep it moving, just press go. 20/20 vision when I see into your eyes. Looking for an energy to elevate my life. I don't need permission to keep dancing in the light tonight. I'm on fire. Take me down, take me for a ride. Take me down, take me for the night. Take me down, take me for a ride. Take me down, take me down. Not afraid to say I like it, afraid to say I like it. Yeah, yeah.
The yodeling takes me out completely. It feels like it has a feature of Dolly Parton on it. Or a sample, maybe.
Take me down.
This kind of irks me a little bit because it really could have been something. Like the verses were getting there, and then the choruses are what really let me down. Not to make a very terrible pun with "Take Me Down," the title of the song. It really it could have been this great pop moment, and then it just wasn't. It just wasn't. I'm actually a little disappointed. I really like the verses. I actually really like the verses and the production, generally speaking. But it took this like solid pop moment, and it didn't quite deliver that. I was expecting the yodeling to make a comeback. Well, interestingly enough, there are two things I feel like in the next 5 years we're going to see, which is country music making a huge, not that it ever left, but like a comeback in mainstream music. Country is a very strong industry, but it's a very segmented, very fractured audience, in my opinion. Like it's a very specific audience that listens to country music. It's not the popular tracks, but the actual like regular stuff, like country radio, for example. So I feel like country music is going to make a comeback. Beyonce was at the beginning of that tide that is coming. One very significant contributor, I feel, to this sound coming back is Chapel Rowan. Apparently, I read some sort of headline saying that her next album is going to be next single is going to sound very country pop, kind of Shania Twain inspired. Also, Sabrina Carpenter on her last album, it's not exactly country, but it definitely has a lot of like singer-songwriter vibes, kind of country vibes-ish, sort of. So that's one thing. And the other thing is French in music. I feel like there is something, we see more and more French in music. French words, French references. I feel like that's going to make a major appearance as well. So, yeah, we'll, I guess, talk in 5 years from now and see if that works. Agree, not bad, just not catching me. Maybe a grower. Maybe, it could be, yes. Shrunk start, but it fizzled a little. Yeah, pretty much. Lana's new album is supposed to be country. Yeah, I heard that too, yeah. Country. So, for sure, country is making some sort of comeback in the mainstream of music, I think. Yeah. Well, it is what it is. We'll see, I guess, in 5 years if it pans out to be true and if my observations were correct. All right. So that was the second and last track. We're heading into the last track of the album called Untitled. And we're finishing on a ballad. Interesting. My brain immediately went to Sims 2. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I know I'm cutting this in the middle of it, but what's the track? There's a track. I think I downloaded it. Hold on. Give me just a fraction of a second. Materials. Overlays. No. Hold on. I'm gonna play it, and you guys will immediately hear it. I'm sure. I am sure of it. Come on. This. That was one of the songs in the building mode. It's obviously a very different key. It's played differently. Probably not the same chords. I know it's different, but vibe wise, 100% that track. 100% building mode in Sims 2. It's like a slow version of it.
Memories of Tina that last on my skin after all. You went to meet someone you won't remember at all. Smashing your guitar and talking about your regrets. I wish you never came home drunk and said what you said.
Whoa.
And it hurt like hell, and it did some things. They're under your spell, and it clipped my wings.
Okay.
And I can't unpack the baggage that I have. And I called a car, and the guns were out, but you're begging me to let it bleed out. And my heart didn't die, but it don't flow like before. it to keep on chasing.
That was a very, very dramatic ending. Wow. I did not expect to close the album like that. That hurt a little bit. That hurt. What I don't think it's gonna be one of my favorites from the album, but it definitely made me. It moved me. It made me feel something. So it did what it had to do for sure. I'm curious why we ended the album like that though, especially considering the fact that we were talking about being better off. It might have been more of a sonic choice to like finish on ballad, but damn, ouch. Showing my age here, but it sounds like I made a mistake. It is the Sims 1. It's not Sims 2. I kept saying Sims 2, but it's Sims 1. Never mind. You're right. It is Sims 1. And I played Sims 1 as well. So goes for both of us, I guess. Yeah. But sorry, to get back to the song, yeah, that hurt a lot. However, this concludes the album. So we have gone through the 14 tracks of this album, and that was an experience. It's not my preferred project of the year, but I feel like there is something, I'm going to say much like Camila's album, which actually is growing on me. Certain tracks I like a lot now. There was a lot of potential with it. But it felt a little rough in a way where it felt a little bit of a rough draft, not polished enough to be like this banger of an album. Very hit and miss. Some of them I liked a lot, but it felt inconsistent as an album. It felt a little bit all over the place. Some songs, like I said, I loved, and I'm going to go back to, and I want to listen to again. Great surprise that we had with Crown. Honestly, biggest surprise of the album. But yeah, I don't know. It's an okay album for me. It's not going to make its way to the top albums of the year for me. I like it. I'm a listener of sad music. You know what? Everybody has their own thing, and that's the best part about music. We all have different tastes, and we all have different preferences and memories associated to them. And we need music, just like food. We need music and food for all different tastes. So I'm glad that you liked it. Decent, but it didn't really grab me. Yeah, same. There are, the album as a whole didn't grab me. A few of the tracks did, but not the entire thing. So I don't know. We'll see where it goes from here. I know that she actually had collaborated with. Actually, okay, I'm gonna play 2 tracks. One that she released, a dance track, which I'm surprised that it wasn't on the album, called "Eat Your Man." And well, as weird as it may sound, the production of it was really nice, and I actually liked it as a track. Let me play it.
I need your man to devour him whole. Licking my fingers, I'm in control. Fly like a bird, I'm taking it home. Moving my body like a nympho. I say it right now, do what I say.
I was expecting the album to go in a direction like this, especially with Love Bites that came out. Yeah, up my alley as well. See? I really hope that we would have stuck with a direction like this. It would have been an epic album. Epic comeback from Nelly. It might have a video, I'm not sure. But she did perform it live a few times. And then the drop. Hold on. And
I need your man to devour him whole. Licking my fingers, I'm in control. Fly like a bird, I'm taking it home.
Anyway, I'm gonna stop it here, but yeah, I would have really appreciated a dance album from her. I think that would have been super epic. It would have been a great comeback. I hope that's what we're gonna get next. And I think she also had a lot more success commercially with tracks like these, like Love Bites and this one. So, and this actually topic wise reminds me of Loose, especially the singles that we had. And then production wise, I feel like it's a very current and modern thing. So, anyway, that's a great track if you want to listen to it.